All right, welcome back, everybody. Wayward Souls at the Double Tap In. And if you're not watching, Hickman over here is telling us it's episode 41. And I got my camera. Hang on a second. Mirror my camera. There we go. All right.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I say it every time. It's just,
It's crazy.
I feel like we just did the trailer.
Yeah. What we've mentioned is that the amount of work that goes into doing it, and luckily over the summer we were able to kind of keep ahead and use those extra shows to the point where we got to September and it was like, oh shit,
yeah.
And now we're kind of catching up a little bit, and hopefully we get back to where we were. But the work that goes into doing this and keeping it up and all that kind of stuff for the 12 people that follow us and that listen to us, like it's not just like because having the shows come out like they do, had a little snafu yesterday. The show was set, ready to go, and I guess I didn't hit publish or schedule or whatever. So there is a little bit more to doing this than just hey, here's the show, here it is, let's go. But 41 is like that's impressive.
So we've told people before that we keep a running list when people send us suggestions or we have a suggestion or something like that. It started out with just a couple of things, and now you can see the list of things that we've done, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on, which I'm liking.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
And I'm hoping we get to check each and every one of them off.
Yeah, we will eventually. There's been a couple that I went through and looked at because I think I'll get a notification that you added something, and then I'll go back and look. And as I'm looking, it's like, oh, we can take that one off. We did that one.
Yeah.
We can take that one off. We did that one. And there's a couple that I don't want to give them away, but they might have a big opening coming up soon. That I'm kind of excited because I want to see the venture, and I want to see all that hard work and the ideas that he has come up with, and I think his wife that we've had to put on the list are fucking epic. Like,
oh yes,
yeah, like we're gonna have a show dedicated to the venture, and then we're gonna have at least one more on the content and the topics that they gave us. Like it's good
for sure.
So having said all of that, if you guys have ideas, if you guys have suggestions, if you guys have something that you want us to talk about, please let us know. I know I say it during every show, or I used to. waywardsouls88@gmail.com. It's also in the link and the stuff below. If you have our phone numbers, text us, call us, whatever.
Hit us up social media, do whatever you need to do.
Yep. Let us know, because we want to hear it. The show, like, we enjoy doing the show. We talked last show about having some guy time. This is some guy time for Hickman and I to kind of reset. But like, the show is for you guys too. So let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you're thinking. And we'll go from there. So
and it's have you noticed how many text threads we have going right now just related to the podcast?
Yeah.
We have multiple with multiple people.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Harsh stopped by.
Oh, good.
Yesterday, Grassmore banging board dust. So, we go to smoking, and we talk smoking meats and what he's got going on. And he's I think he's doing a big cook today.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. Good.
So I tell you, he can cook. Like, the stuff that he shared and the stuff that he sent us, that boy can cook.
Yeah. And he's passionate about it, which is good. He's getting into it the way you should. He's really caring about the product he's putting out. He gives a shit, and it's perfect. Yeah. So you can't ask for any more than that.
Yeah. So
with that,
hey, today,
what we did? Last episode, You know what we didn't do? Holy shit. It just dawned on me right now. That was episode 40. And we didn't mention somebody at all.
Well,
He
yeah,
who shall not be named.
exactly. Because why should we?
Holy hell. Yeah. I kind of like it.
Yeah. You know, it is interesting that we did get confirmation that he listens to the show, but apparently he listens to the show the same way he fucking reads and doesn't pay attention at all.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Yeah. Shocking. Anyway, moving on. It's that time of year.
It is.
Where it's time to bust out the crock pots.
Yep.
Your chilies, your soups, your stews. And you know what? I'm fucking here for it.
Absolutely, 100%, man.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yep.
It's I love chili. I know you're not a big bean fan. I know you're not a big chili fan. You know,
well, I am a chili fan. I do like chili.
Oh, it was Dale. It was Dale who said he's not a big chili fan. You're not.
Yeah, that's okay. We still love Dale.
Oh, sure. Of course, Dale thinks that ketchup is spicy.
Well,
so I can kind of understand him not getting down with some chili.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't want a chili that's going to blow my face off or blow my whole off.
Sure.
But like, I want a little bit of spice. I want a lot of meat.
Yeah.
I don't want any.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna put beans in it, like if you put more than a can in there, I'm gonna punch you. Like chili for me. Like
right.
Rachel, like so what we do is I'll make two different kinds of chili. Mm-hmm. I'll make a veggie chili and then I'll make a meat chili. And I just found a recipe for a bean chili or with beans.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously as I'm going through and making it, like I'm tasting it too.
Sure.
And it was actually really good. It had sweet potatoes in it, a couple different kinds of beans, carrots, peppers, and it was very good. It's the first time I've made a chili with sweet potatoes in it, and it was good. Rachel liked it.
Well,
and then I made
key. That's key.
Yeah, and then I made a regular chili with no beans. We started adding like a dry red wine to it.
Oh.
And that adds a depth of flavor that we really like a Merlot, and really good. This one did not, because I didn't have any, but was actually it was fucking amazing. It was really good. So
I have several. Wintertime, I love doing chilies and stews and soups and all that kind of stuff. I have two go-to chili-ish recipes. One is called Calico Bean Bake. And when this airs, I will post the recipe on my Instagram. This is the go. When I was growing up, my dad always made it the opening day of deer season. That was our lunch. So it has that nostalgia with it. So at least once a year, somewhere around deer season, I make this Calico Bean Bake. I have used the base for that Calico Bean Bake as my chili base because I like both. The Calico Bean Bake is chili-ish. We'll just put it that way. But it has some unique flavors that I kind of enjoy. My chili is world famous. And by world famous, I mean 6 Church Street. I don't mean, like in Japan, they're getting down with my chili.
They could be. Depending on. No, she wasn't from Japan. Never mind. Maybe world famous after the show airs.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly.
Some of those 12 listeners live in Japan.
You could very well be.
Yep.
And I love a good venison chili.
Mm-hmm.
I have an abundance of venison for some reason. I don't know why. And I have one of my favorite cuts is what they call minute steaks.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nothing more than they take a eye round or whatever, and they throw it on a slicer and they slice it thin and throw it in a pack for you. And that's what I use for my chili. And it is a robust, very filling, stick to your ribs, whatever the old people used to say back in the day, sticks to your ribs. And I'm going, I got a stomach. How's it going to stick to my ribs? Quit being analytical. It's a saying.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. And I do that as a staple throughout the winter, especially in these cold days when I just don't feel like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes 10 minutes to prep this stuff, throw it in the crock pot. It's ready by dinner time. You are good to go.
And you like, if you have to go out and then you come back and walk into the house, the smell of that chili, it's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing. We're going to go off the rails. We're 11 minutes in and already off the rails. The reason my mom still sticks with baking a turkey at Thanksgiving is the smell. And how do you, I'm not going to bring my fucking smoker in the house to smoke my turkey to get that smell in the house.
Yeah.
But how do you argue with that?
Yeah.
I'm going to need Yankee Candle to come out with a turkey candle so I can light that shit so I can smoke my turkey. But that, being able to smell something is a huge part of all things related to food, smoking, cooking, eating, all of it. Like we talked about a long time, throughout the course of the show, you can tell how things are progressing by the smell from your smoker.
Yep. 100% can.
Good
or bad, you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah. I walked out the other day. I was smoking. I think I frogged that chicken. Walked out. I was like, oh, we're close. And it just comes from experience. It's like a little light bulb that comes on.
Yep.
And
Yeah, you walk out and you go, oh, damn, the whole outside smells good. We're
there.
We're there.
Yeah. So here's a question. We don't have a whole lot of venison. Whenever we do get it, I'll eat it. I enjoy it. I grew up eating venison. But what about steaks and cubing up steaks? Maybe browning them in a pan, getting them kind of cooked and seasoned and flavored and all that kind of stuff, and using that in your chili. Because I typically use a ground. The minute steak, kind of similar idea.
Yeah.
But using cubed up steaks in your chili.
I have made chili with leftover steak. And when of course, it's already cooked because it's leftover. I will dice it and I will throw it into the crock pot. And it goes, obviously, because you're recooking it. So you're going from your medium rare, and you're fully cooking it, but it falls apart just like a piece of smoked meat would do.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. So I've done that too. Whatever it takes, turkey carcasses, making soup out of that, the chicken carcasses, the leftover ham bone, doing ham and bean soup and all that. It is just all winter long.
Yeah. I've not done the carcass and making soup with it yet, but that might be
it's funny. All these turkeys for the holidays, and I might not that week do the soup, but I drop that carcass into a vacuum seal bag and vacuum seal it. It goes in the freezer. Same with my ham bones. So whenever I am in the mood for ham and bean or my 15 bean ham soup or whatever it is, I have got the most important ingredient, which is something to make the stock from.
Yeah.
And man, I'm salivating.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now when you do that, you just take your pot of water, take that carcass in there and a bunch of veggies and
and let it go. And I do several hours with it in the pot and just simmering.
Mm-hmm.
And when you reach in and you grab hold of the carcass with your tongs, don't do it with your hands. I learned that. Grab it and give it a little shake, it'll completely fall apart.
Right.
So then I take a strainer. I've got a hand strainer about that big around. I just start scooping stuff out. And basically, you're left with a clear broth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I build the soup out of.
Gotcha.
I'll take everything out, be it the ham bone, be it the carcass of the turkey or the chicken. I'll pick all the remaining meat off of that after it cools and throw that in the pot with my
Mm-hmm.
soup, my soup veggies, which I said in a previous episode. I always get the one with okra. Something about the okra in soup makes it for me.
Okay.
And not everybody's a fan of okra. I happen to like it in my soup mix. So that's all. If you're having a soup for me, it's going to have okra in it. Bite week, baby.
I love it. Gotta love it. 15th Street the other night, about 2:00 in the morning. Thanks, assholes.
Yeah, well, at least they stopped it too. Then when the cruisers come, they go out on Acetig Road. And the spot from my house to there is about 4 miles. And they drag race on Acetig Road. And we can hear them in the town limits of Berlin.
Wow.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I've woken up to doing a burnout and then hearing them race. Yeah. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I guess.
Gotta something.
Yeah.
And that's with windows down.
Yeah.
Honey, with windows up. Bless their hearts.
Yeah.
So I got introduced to a soup base probably 15 years ago that I use for everything. And when I say everything cream soup based.
Okay.
It is as many cans as you want because it doesn't make any difference. It's all going to come out the same. I use Campbell's cream of potato soup, Campbell's cream of mushroom, or cream of chicken, or something like that. A block of cream cheese, and maybe a cup of half and half, or something like that in this soup mix. And you mix it all up, and that's your base. You can add shrimp, crab meat, chicken, turkey, pork, anything you want to this cream base, and it is friggin' phenomenal. I started doing it with shrimp. That's what started it.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Cajun Creole stew or something like that, and that had to do with the Creole spices to go in it. So when I do that, I use J.O. spice, and makes a good cream of shrimp soup. And I said, well, hell, that worked great. I'm going to try chicken.
Yeah.
Got a couple thighs, chopped them up, threw them in it, added poultry seasoning. The typical players when it comes, to poultry stuff. And wow, cream of chicken soup went next level. And it had to do with the soup base, but the cream cheese is what added a lot of richness to it, which, you can't beat that on. I think we discussed chicken salad once before.
Yeah.
And the places that you like going, they use cream cheese as and not mayonnaise.
Yep.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Still got to do that.
Yeah.
But
if you're gonna do it, smoke your chicken, obviously, and then smoke your cream cheese. Because it just helps tie that all together a little bit better. I did it the other day, and that chicken that I frogged, and I think we were thinking we were going to have people over, and they ended up not, like, whatever happened, it was just us. So there was, like, I was expecting the whole chicken to go. And then we ended up with about a half a chicken, I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna make chicken salad out of it. I had to work. I was 24 on, 24 off that week, and I was like, there's lunch for tomorrow.
Yep.
So, yeah. So that was actually the shift I was working with Gringo, and I'm in type of my report, he's putting the ambulance back together. So I had my chicken salad early. He comes in later and he was going to make a poke bowl. We couldn't find, I think it was soy sauce he was looking for. Couldn't find it anywhere. None in the firehouse, which is kind of surprising.
Oh, right? Wow. Yeah.
None in the firehouse. We were at Station 3. There was none at Seaside Deli. So he comes back all dejected and down. He's like, I'm like, what's wrong, buddy? He's like, there's no soy sauce anywhere around here. I was like, would you want to go somewhere? Like, we'll go get you some soy sauce. No, at this point, it's already late for lunch. It's kind of late for lunch anyway. I was like, well, here, eat some of this chicken salad. So he starts eating it. And I said, I've got some Triscuits left over. I said, here's the chicken salad. Have it all. It's all yours. Whatever you want. If there's leftovers, great. If not, that's great too. So I look over at one point as I'm typing my report, and he has taken the chicken salad with the cream cheese, mixed in some mayo to thin it out a little bit, and spreading it on the Triscuits. And I was like, holy shit. Like, now you have that creaminess, that richness from the cream cheese, and then you're adding that tang and that flavor from the mayo.
Yep.
It's like, God damn it. Now I have to try that too. Just get another chicken out of the freezer.
Yeah. So when I ran into Gringo at Food Line, like I told you, I said, look, man, we need to get you on here. Go, yep, we're going to do this. I'm going to make the Cubans. We're going to do this. We're going to have the on-air tasting and all that. Dude, stop.
Yep.
Just stop. I've not had anything to eat today. I just left PT. I'm starving. Stop talking. Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So back to our original show topic, the crockpot stuff, and
that was this episode, wasn't it?
Right. We're still there. We can't go the whole length of this show talking about crockpot meals without my favorite Mississippi pot roast. In Mississippi, we're just going to call it a Mississippi crockpot because I don't give a shit what you put in it.
Right. Yeah.
Like at some point, I think this winter, we're going to do at work. We're going to do a Mississippi pork butt because why not,
dude? Can you imagine?
I can. My mouth is watering.
God, you're a dick. I can't believe you just did that. That's another thing on our freaking list right there. God damn it, dude.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say chicken.
Oh, I've already done chicken. And
I went, you told me about that. So I was thinking
the chicken is better than the pot roast.
Yeah.
Chicken, we did boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We got the family pack, dumped that in there. I think we even added veggies in there too for that one.
Because why not?
Yeah. No, we did veggies with the pot roast, with the beef.
Yeah. I've gotten so that's how I do mine. My Mississippi pot roast, I do potatoes. I do the veggies in the bottom like I would a normal pot roast. Yep. Then I add the au jus. I add the ranch seasoning, the pepperoncinis, all that stuff, and man,
yeah,
god damn,
yeah. But we did the chicken without any veggies in it, and the chicken I thought was better than the pot roast, and the Mississippi pork butt is coming soon to a firehouse near you.
God, can't imagine.
That's gonna be.
Can't imagine. And of course, I just bought two because they were 99 cents at Food Line.
I saw that. I went through Food Line and I was like, "Oh, sweet!" We went last night after dinner, and they were fucking gone. So I'm gonna need to. I gotta go to Sam's, and I'm gonna have to run past Food Line again to see if they got more in.
So, did we discuss the price of brisket on air?
Not recently.
I'm a little concerned. Um, we had the text thread with Noah
He who shall not be named.
with the prices,
Mm-hmm.
and the price was $4.20 a pound or $4.28 a pound, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got it, it was six something a pound. So I questioned it. You remember this conversation?
No.
Yeah. So it was labeled 420 or 428. I took a picture of it. I take the brisket that I had and took it up front. And I said, "Hey, can you scan this for me and see if it's right?" The woman scanned it and she goes, "Hold on a minute." And I said, "Well, this is the price on the case, but this is I want to say it was like $6.68 a pound."
Wow.
And I said, that's substantial, $2.40 different or whatever it was. Go get them, brothers.
Woohoo!
So, yeah, she comes back and she says, "We will sell it to you for the $6.68 a pound, but it's supposed to be $7.98 a pound." So it took the brisket. It was $100 brisket. And I'm like, what in the fuck has happened to brisket?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I've been to Sam's to see their prices.
So
But
I went
I have to go
immediately,
today.
and I was having the conversation with Noah about it because Noah was having to go to get a couple briskets. And he said, "Hey, man, where are you getting your briskets?" Well, this is what's happening at Walmart today. Let me check my app and see what it is on the app for Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's Club, it was still $4.48 or $4.49 a pound, whatever it was at Sam's. Yeah. They didn't honor the price at Sam's because the price had jumped up that much. And I'm like, holy, yeah, we don't have any for that price kind of deal. If you want to go look in our case and see what you got, then that's fine. But we don't have any of these brisket. It was the case price. And they said, we don't have a case. I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I just pulled it up right now. Just pulled it up right now. And their individual briskets are for the prime is $4.34. The choice is $4.18.
Okay. So hopefully it was just a glitch in the brisket matrix and things have recovered back to where they're supposed to be. Because that was a little disconcerting. You know, you get you get a client who wants a brisket and you go, "Hey, look, I hate to tell you this, but my price has gone up, X amount because the brisket has gone up X amount."
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. That's shit. Yeah, so we just hopped off the brisket train and I had to throw that in while it crossed my mind. If not, I'd forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll double check today. I'll shoot you a text.
All right. Yeah, because I grabbed the 2 pork butts yesterday, and now I got to create something with pork butts, which one of them is going to be Mississippi pork butt.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jennifer does a pork butt in a crock pot that is very North Carolina-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nothing more than red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, and vinegar. And that is it.
Yeah.
Nope. And it is damn tasty, and it saves me from having to fire up the smoker and all that. Sometimes, I just want something different. It's perfect.
Yeah. Before we wrap this up, because we're getting close to our time, I have to throw a shout out to Tom Davis, who he came by. I forget what he was doing. Oh, he was doing pork belly. I said, well, hey, if you're in Salisbury, like if you're at the little Mexican butcher that you got that I got my first one from, if you're still near, swing by the house. I have a case of whole chickens. Like, I'll give you one.
You going to the office?
The library, since we never got to use our RV.
Oh, there you go. Oh, mama. You heard that.
Yeah.
She's taking all her RV books back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not going to go over well for somebody. and you're not that person, but it's not going to go well for somebody else. Yeah.
So we knew we weren't going to discuss it. You know, we said something last episode about it. We're going to wait for things to shake out. Is Michael has, and I'm letting someone else take care of business. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just fuck them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tom stops by, grabs this chicken, and that was weeks ago. So now he's working at local branch Thursday night, and on Thursday nights, remember, the bartender brings in like a main dish, and then everybody else brings in sides. So he texts me on texts me Tuesday, hey, I'm going to smoke that chicken on Wednesday, and then I'm going to make a white chicken chili to take to local on Thursday. I was like, fucking, that's going to be amazing. I'm personally not a fan of, I've not had a good white chili.
Right. Yeah, me either.
But I can guarantee that the white chicken chili that Tom Davis made was good. So I texted him this morning. I was like, hey, how'd it go? Like, he said people were scraping the crock pot to get the last of it.
That's awesome.
Love that. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah. It's there's a business around here that I have not named. I will not name them. I will not name the owner. But it irritates the living shit out of me that he's done certain things in life because I can't enjoy certain other things in life. Visiting Tom is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to be a part of doing that shit.
Right?
Yep. And it fucking irritates the living hell out of me that, you know, things transpired the way they did. And, you know, I'm not, out of pure principle, not able to do that. Yeah.
Well, you know what I think is, we've talked a number of times, and I think this fall we're gonna have to make it happen, is the double tap round table. And just get a group of us together one day and go from there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, we can do that. Without a doubt. Sorry, I heard a dog whining, didn't know what the hell was going on.
Okay.
Nothing other than him just being a puppy.
So,
damn.
So with that, we're going to wrap this show up. Again, shout out to Tom for that white chicken chili. I never got a picture of the final, and now there's no chance of getting that because it's fucking gone. So congrats, Tom. Glad to hear it. That's this show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Send us what you like to put in your chilies, or what you make with your chilies, what you're doing, and what you're putting in your crock pots, because it's that season. So get that shit ready.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.